after today, you're never going to be able to look at another presenter or be able to sit through another presentation in quite the same way. You're going to learn what it takes to actually make it work when you get up here and speak, and you're going to thus develop a very critical eye every time you see somebody get up here on the stage. You're going to notice whether they're doing it right or whether they're doing it wrong. You will know what 99% of business presenters don't know, and that is how to create effective knowledge transfer. And that's a good thing, because going forward, when you have to get up and give presentations, this sensitivity will be something that will be in the back of your mind all the time. You'll be asking yourself, am I doing it according to the rules or not? And with that sensitivity, you will be thinking about every time you get up here and do it. And the great thing about presentation skills is once you know what to do, once you know how to do it correctly, every single time you have the opportunity to get up and speak, you get a little bit better. We're going to show you here tonight that most of the behaviors that people engage in when they get up in front of the room tend to be counterproductive both for them as a presenter and counterproductive for the audience. We say that 99% of all presenters engage in the same behaviors. And the reality is those are behaviors that we were taught. Most of us taught from a young age. And our reaction to those behaviors, our negative reactions, have been building up and building up. And it's because we've engaged in certain actions. Again, the great thing about this program is we don't ask people to change their belief systems. We don't say, well, when you get up there, you got to feel this way. We tell you it's simple. Do this, your body and the audience will respond like this. But the point is, hands in your pockets are not a great thing. First of all, if you notice this, if I were to shake my pockets, notice that you don't hear anything. Often when somebody's shaking the pocket, the audience is going, hey, it sounds like a couple quarters, dime. See? He's got about 85 cents in there, I think. What do you think? So if I were to shake mine, you wouldn't hear anything, because as a professional, what I do is I empty my pockets before speaking. But the trouble, of course, with the hands in the pockets, it restricts your ability to reinforce a word. So you try to talk about, we got to get our sales up, we got to get our costs down, want the whole company together on this, all right? The idea with gestures is to always have as much air under the wings available as possible. Well, sometimes when we speak, we tend to look down the whole time like this, hoping there's notes on the podium or the floor. Sometimes when we speak, we look up like this, hoping we'll find divine inspiration. But for the most part, people tend to do just this: spray the audience with their vision, never holding eye contact for more than a second at a time. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Doug Jefferys, and I want to thank you all for coming here tonight. And for the next 85 minutes or so, what you'll notice is I will never look any one of you directly in the eye. In fact, to me, you're not even really people. You're just this one big amorphous blob, and that's what we do. We give audiences permission that it's okay to feel this lack of connection, because they can't possibly feel connected when there's never any real meaningful contact. We associate eye contact with telling the truth, with the possible exception of presidents of the United States. It's very difficult for humans to just look someone in the eye, I did not, and lie. And lie. We don't do it very well. We associate eye contact with telling the truth, and we associate looking away with not telling the truth, right? Obviously, everybody knows that today we live in a very multitasking environment, right? We're expected to do all sorts of things at the same time. The greatest thing about speaking, when you speak before a group, is if you're doing it right, you learn how to do what I guess man did at one time in his history. It's called unitasking. Unitasking, it's a word, I don't know if it's in the dictionary, but unitasking. It means doing one thing at a time, and that's the beautiful thing about it. I often tell people I hardly think I'm ever working when I'm speaking, because it's one of the easiest things I can do. I never have more than one thing that I'm thinking about at one time. You're thinking about what you're going to say next. In fact, for most speakers, the most important thing on their mind, their number one thing on their mind, is the next thing they're going to say. So they're always thinking about that next thing they're going to say, and in order to do that, we've got to stack up thoughts. You've got to stack up like 6, 8, 10 thoughts at once in this queue, so then as the words come out of your mouth, you got the next one to come down. Then you couple that with the fact that now you figure out, how am I going to distribute all this? So again, we're creating thoughts up here,
then we have the words coming out, and then
we listen to the words coming out of our mouths like this.
We're like automatic peasants, right? So then we try to depend on, and now we're distributing all of.
That's doing too many things.